Hey guys, another video from the Anti-Nerd here, and today I'm gonna bring Emma Frost from the X-Men 97 Wave 3 of Marvel Legends made by Hasbro. This is the most sold out figure of this wave, which really surprised me, and today we're gonna take a look and see if it's really worth the hype. The other reviews of the wave pretty much are on my channel if you'd like to take a look. This was also the result of a poll I made in my channel, so thank you everyone who voted in that poll. I'm going to review all of those, but of course I'm going to go in order. So this figure here was released under the price of $25. It was during the period where first pre-orders were 25 and then now the figure costs 28, but it is sold out in most places. But if you want, I think you can still grab it in some stores. I grabbed mine from Walmart because sometimes they're still selling figures for 24 and 95. So let's take a look at the packaging. The blister, it is a little more thick than the other ones. Let me compare here with the Morph, which is gonna be my next review. I'm already recording it right after this one. The package is pretty cool. The artwork is nice. A little detail is that they have a new artwork on the top. It does come with two heads, two extra open hands, and the blister is thicker because of her cape. So I reviewed Logan, Jubilee, Cable, now Emma Frost, and now Morph. So the only one that I'm not gonna review, it is Marvel Sunspot, because I think he's gonna go on sale. And coincidentally, I mean, there's the ironic thing, he's the only Brazilian characters on the show. And as you know, I'm Brazilian. So here is the packaging with a pretty clean artwork on the back. I brought some comic books of Emma Frost on the cover as well. And it has a little extra blister here between the legs and the cape. The cape's pretty nice. I think the head sculpts, they're cool because they have an extra expression for her. One is more wind hair effect, which is this one with the open hands, and the other one is more serious poker face, right? So let's analyze the aesthetic first before we go into articulation. The cape has a very Hellfire Gala vibe to it. The cape's really nice. Of course, I would love to see fabric capes on it. Unfortunately, we didn't see that on this one. The hair is pretty nice. There's some lines there, and I know that this visual is not the same as the Astonishing X-Men, but this will be my main Emma Frost because this is the only Emma Frost figure I have. I know they released the Astonishing a few years ago, but as you can see here on the covers, she has a different types of costume, and this one on the cover there on the right just fits exactly this one. Just the hair is different and the head sculpt. So it is totally pinless. The heels are a little tricky to pose. So let's take a look how she stands. And yeah, the cape's nice. Has this blue inner part, which really adds. I believe the Astonishing is all white, the cape. Here's the comparison between the head sculpts. One is more serious. The other one is more ready to attack, right? So she has the telepathy power, which is the most powerful mutant, such as Jean Grey, Charles Xavier. They have that, and also she has the second mutation, which is the diamond form during the new X-Men Grand Morrison run. So let's remove the cape and analyze the articulation here, because that's the best way so we can take a full look into what she's capable of. So no butterfly joints. She has a nice range in the shoulders, double joint in the elbows, very clean, aesthetic, and good range. This is a kind of new thing for Marvel Legends female, the double elbow. The double joint on the knees, pretty cool, and she has a very nice range on the thigh as well as the thigh rotation. So she has also a little bit of a range there in the heels, in the shoes. And we're gonna take a look and see how she stands. But very cool, very attractive female Marvel Legends. She also has a rotation here on the shoulder and a good range of her hands moving. The head moves a little bit up and a lot down. So very surprising how down she can bend. That is I don't know if that's really necessary. Why would she look down? And I could stand her. I had a little bit of difficulty, but it was fine. Like, I've seen worse with female Marvel Legends. Here's her with the open hands. So pretty cool. I think that shows more her powers, right? Her telepathy powers. And they're gonna release a diamond form pretty soon, and I think it's the same mode as the Astonishing. I don't know if I'm gonna get that one. But this one does look very, very nice and very fancy Hellfire looking. This can be your definitive Emma Frost, and I'm glad she was released under the 25 price range. So here's with VHS Cyclops. This is my favorite Cyclops. I know some people prefer the 97, but the shading on this one, it looks good in my opinion, and the head sculpt just amazing, incredible head sculpt. The shading doesn't bother me at all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here's the X Factor Cyclops. I'm also gonna do review on Astonishing Cyclops one day because I'm very into that storyline. So here it is with the VHS Storm, and now the Moira from the House of X wave, right? So let's do a head swap here. The skin tone quite doesn't match because the Moira is more tan, but if you remove here the lab coat and put the pink arms on her, maybe will look a little better, and then you can take just photos on the upper side and maybe change the hands. So here it is with the VHS Jean Grey, and now the Toy Biz Blue Beast, which I think it's a figure that still holds up. It's pretty cool, very Toy Biz aesthetic. It's not as nice looking as the new Hasbro one, which I don't have, but this one has a cool detail, the mouth articulation. It opens and closes, so pretty cool Beast figure. That is my only Blue Beast until the Astonishing comes later this year. This is Age of Apocalypse Cyclops, and now Gamerverse Wolverine. Pretty interesting looking figure. And then Astonishing Wolverine, which is gonna get a reissue next year. The pre-order has just gone up on Hasbro Post and some other fan channel retailers. Pretty cool figure. Let me know if you want to see the review on this guy, because I haven't reviewed him yet. Here's Professor X from the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. Pretty cool Professor X. I think he still holds pretty well. That was quite a figure that people customized back then, because he was one of the best suit action figures available. So I think he still looks pretty good, and this Toy Biz chair is just amazing. Here's Emma Frost with Juggernaut. As you can see, the difference of size is just crazy, and I'm gonna give a grade 9 out of 10. I think it's a fine looking figure. However, the articulation on the torso should have been done in a way that maybe the vest could be a separate piece, and then covering her body, and you could do the articulation on her mold. So that will make a little better figure, just for some more dynamic poses, especially walking and being a little more realistic. But it's a fine looking figure. I think for the price point not being deluxe, it is pretty good. And if you like Emma Frost, you'll probably be happy with this version. So stay tuned for the Anti-Nerd. A lot of reviews coming. Every week I post 2 reviews, and plus I'm posting comic book reviews and toy hunt videos. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed this content, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.